Alright folks, welcome back to Let's Play Panzer General. It's Axis turn 10. I think there was 4 turns remaining. I don't know. Once again, I'm still at Bagram Airfield, so I'm not at my desk with my nice setup. I'm actually like lounging on a bed. I'm sitting up now, but I was lounging before. I tried to start a video recording while lounging, and it just didn't work, which is a shame, because it's like the idea of the like casual annihilation of the British resistance. Anyway, this is my second attempt to record this video. The first attempt, it's like after 3 minutes, like the lag was so bad, after 3 minutes I hadn't even gotten to like a screen where I could control units yet, because it just kept lagging through the title screen and stuff. And I finally was like, forget it. And it was a shame because I was like trying my best to actually make it interesting and, kind of chat and talk with you guys. And that chat and that talk and all of that is now gone forever. I'm sorry. No, I don't want to end the turn. What? Oh, yeah, never mind. Okay. So, yeah, all that chat and talk and stuff is gone forever. But basically, the funny thing that I can remember that I said was that I explained briefly about the German national anthem. Let's just get on with the turn while I talk, shall we? I've got a lot of bombing to do. Oh, this is the important bombing right here. I should jump on it first. You've got ammo and fuel enough that you don't need to get out of here, so I'll just keep you parked up here, but... yes, continue bombing. I forget what city this is. It's Brighton? Birmingham. I know it started with a B and it was British, basically. Oh, nice. Yeah, I can pretty much win it on this turn, can't I? But anyway, I was commenting on, as the lag was going on, really slowing down the music, it got me to thinking about slowed down music, and I was talking about the German national anthem. Now, the German national anthem, Panzer General, is... Then it occurred to me that, hey, now that I think about it, that's not really the German national anthem now, in the year 2012. In 2012, the German national anthem is something like Sicherheit, something und Freiheit in den deutschen Vaterland. They changed the words, folks. Well, they didn't change the words, really. Though that was always like the second verse, and like the third verse is now the second verse. Like they removed the Deutschland, Deutschland, über alles, and they'd Welt verse because it made people think about goose-stepping Nazi thugs. So they got rid of that, and but they kept the music and they kept the song, just different words. Which is why at the Olympics everyone is still like, hey, the Germans just won a medal. That's nice, but wait, are they still using that Nazi song as the national anthem? So yeah. I believe in Germany it's actually illegal to sing the first verse of the German national anthem. It's illegal to sing the first verse of Deutschland, Deutschland über alles. The first verse of the German national anthem is, of course, whatever the new version is that is acceptable under German law. But it's just one of those things. All sorts of interesting free speech debates can be had based on the fact that Germany, which is now, it's a Western democracy. It's considered one of the more prosperous democracies out there, and paragon of everything that a country rebuilding after war should attempt to do and to be. That being said, they've got a certain amount of freedom of speech and freedom of stuff. They're much more liberal than Americans are about things like sexually explicit materials and like television and advertising and stuff. I mean, they wouldn't bat an eye at some of the stuff that we get freaked out about in the States. And some of the stuff that on German TV appears during hours when anybody can watch, I think, would be considered porn by us, because it's just they've just got a different standard for that kind of thing. But you're not allowed to do or say anything, pro-Nazi. Basically, like they just I don't want to say the Germans want to pretend that the whole thing never happened, but, you know, free speech-wise, that kind of speech is not protected. So there's all sorts of interesting debates you can have about it. We're not going to have any of those right now. Now we're just going to continue attacking England. Country that I can't think of any free speech issues I'm aware of in England. Other than, do reporters have the right to hack into your iPhone and delete your messages so that there's room for more messages when you've been murdered and your parents are thinking you're still alive because they're still deleting your messages, and other nasty little things that people who work for Rupert Murdoch were up to. For a while, that whole, like, British, you know, News Corp phone hacking scandal thing, people thought that was going to, like, really impact Rupert Murdoch directly and possibly take down Fox News in America. I don't think anybody in America is really that aware of the story, though. With the obvious exception of me, Mr. Super Cultured, knowledgeable dude, but otherwise, nobody knows what's going on. So, yeah. I just tooted my horn a little bit about how knowledgeable I am because I occasionally listen to the BBC World Service. But it is time now to... Let's see, what is it time to do? Well, first off, it is time to kill these guys, because I'm fucking sick of British anti-aircraft guns. A, shooting down my planes. B, although I'd done well against them in the last two videos, I'd always found that they were, like, ridiculously difficult to kill with ground troops in this game. Oh, shit, I should have kept a bomber unit handy just for the purpose of finishing them off. Just in case they retreated someplace where my tanks can't get to them without killing the Matilda first. The Matilda, because I think of it as like one... The tank is like one unit with a, you know, strength of 4 or something, but it is a Matilda. And it's waltzing to your death. Hey, that's an even trade. I lost 2 planes, but I managed to finish them off. Excellent. You guys get war honors for that? Oh, come on. You should get honors for that. They're a fighter plane that destroyed an anti-aircraft unit. That's worth something. These guys got battle honors for Sealion, so that's nice. Good on ya, mites. Now let's get you up here to bomb these guys. Oh, and the lag. The horrible crushing lag. No, that's not where I wanted you to go. Oh, all of that was for naught, ladies and gentlemen. I thought I clicked abort move. Yeah. I wanted you to come here. It's going to take you another 20 minutes to get there now. Just go. Go. Go here. Fly to this location. Now it's like I click, I can't tell whether it took or not, because it's so slow to react to everything. Got like an entrenchment of 8, so this is still... It's probably foolhardy to attack the city with a bunch of tanks that aren't supported by artillery or anything. But, you know, I might have to do it anyway. You guys definitely need to come up here and finish off this Matilda. It's waltzing to your death. Oh, you sons of bitches. You are not going to die, are you? You are just not going to die. Okay, you're dead. I knew you'd die. I knew it. Alright, now what else is going to happen here? You guys could attack. Some of them are suppressed. If you don't get a rugged defense, this should go well. And you didn't get a rugged defense. Not too bad. Not too bad. I really wanted to take their suppression level down. Or not suppression, I mean entrenchment level down. And then could have a less experienced Panzer unit. Could probably safely attack them then. You guys are here to possibly, with a little luck, prevent them from crossing the river. You guys need to get the hell out of here or I'm going to lose you. guys gonna go ahead and attack them, and I hope you don't take really heavy losses. Thanks to these guys whittling their strength down to 7 and reducing their entrenchment. Hopefully that means you can't get wiped out in this attack. You can, however, move really slowly. Again, if they don't get a rugged defense, which they do. So if they don't get a rugged defense, they should do fine. With the rugged defense, like, they're not really going to do that well here. But it's good experience for them. They're learning a lot. In the end, it'll make them better panzers. You know what? I might as well make one of these infantry attack them. I wasn't going to. But now that the city's been made neutral by the bombers, it's going to take, I believe, an infantry unit to retake the city anyway. So these guys certainly should wipe them out, yeah. What it just means is that on the next turn, these guys can take that city. That city of whatever it's called. Petersboro, yeah. You can come up here and prevent this guy from crossing the river. Basically, if he tries to cross the river now, he's going to run into panzers while he's still in the river. Either by crossing at this crossing point here, or if he tries to cross here and not attack, then while he's sitting in a river tile, we can just beat the crap out of him. It'll be awesome. But mind you, a moderately well-experienced Panzer G unit against completely... Well, no, they got 1 star of experience, that Matilda unit, but they still might end up doing well just because the game seems to really favor Matildas. Now, you guys are probably ready to be driven out of that city by now, but... I could attack you guys. Ooh, I'd still be expected... Ah, no, I can't do that because the artillery's here. I gotta get rid of the artillery first. It's only logical. That'll force them to retreat, which should mean that once the game catches up with me here, I should be able to use one of these fighter units just kind of hanging around looking for something to do to finish them off. Oh, wait a minute, I wonder, what is your, they've got some ammo left. Maybe I actually want to, no, I want to start building you back up to, being, overpowered, what do you call them, overstrength. So I will instead have you... Did you already act? I guess they already acted. Huh. And you too. Alright, never mind. I didn't think those guys had acted, but I guess they did. Alright, so you can fly up here and bomb them. Just so that they... As long as there's German aircraft overhead, they can't reinforce. Which would be annoying if they reinforced. It would just make it harder to finish them off. And that accomplished nothing because they already had suppression of 2, so I couldn't really increase the suppression, but it was fun. And you guys have already acted, I guess? Yeah, so... That's Low Countries, France, and Sealion 40. Not a bad record, you guys. Well, let's... Oh, I'm surprised they can only move that far. Oh, they've got to come all the way around to the bridge. Might be fun to try to take over an airfield or something. Come on, game. Fucking catch up. There's nobody there? Well, if that's the case, I can actually take this airfield. And then attack whoever's in the port. Just be a jerk about it here and... Oh yeah, no, this is excellent. Alright, so this means I should, on the next turn, be able to take over Cardiff. Cardiff? Cardiff. Cardiff is what? The capital of Wales, right? Yeah, okay, that's Wales, alright. Alright. A little lost track of where these guys were a little bit. Alright, so let's have you shell these dudes, and then the next turn you'll be useless because you need to re-equip, but that's fine. Oh wow, that went really well. Alright, so the next one you need to re-equip, you'll be all the way up here. That'd be cool. And now you'll see why I haven't turned all of my infantry into bridging engineers, even though they have the best combat stats. Well, for one thing, it's really expensive. But for another thing, well, that extra piece of movement in situations like this is beautiful. They can zigzag their way up here, take over a quick airfield, and drive out the anti-tank guns, which will then be attacked as they retreat by the tanks, who will take over the city. It'll be beautiful. You're gonna love it, folks, trust me. Assuming you can reach the city, you should be able to reach the city. There's a clear path ahead of you, yeah. So we'll take over Worcester on this turn. This would be nice. Alright, so that's nice. We now have, I said I was going to avoid them and just drive straight forward and blah blah blah. I basically did not do what I said I was going to do. I took over all the cities that were between us and Birmingham, after all. Except for Petersburg, which will have to fall on the next turn. But in the meantime, well, hold on a second. I might... No, they're not going to be able to get there. But yeah, these... I've got a couple of units and transports that will, on the next turn, are going to be able to take over that city. Especially because they're going to get suppression bombed, probably to the point of... potentially to the point of being fully suppressed before even attack. Which they could be at this point. See, they've got a suppression of at least 4. See how this goes. Well, that's interesting. That means they'll retake that airfield. Although I guess it won't happen until their turn. If you guys have a slightly better range, then no, you guys are almost out of fuel. And your range sucks, and I don't feel like using you. I'm just going to pull you back. Luckily, the way my troops are positioned, these bridging engineers, even if they had the capacity to march that far, they're not going to be able to get in here because it's the zone of control. It's all mine. Wait a minute, you guys might be able to get into the city. Yeah, you can. Huh. Hold on, folks. Might be slightly... this video might be a little bit on the short side. If I was going to take care of all my overstrengthening off camera, I realized that I actually can get victory on this turn. I thought I had more to do, but no. I can finish it off on this turn, and I won't use this. I'll use it. I'll come back and overstrength some units and try to get a little bit extra experience. But yeah, as far as ending the battle, never mind. Right here, one of these auxiliary units take the city of Birmingham. Make sure my volume is turned up. Get my microphone close to the little, wimpy ass speakers on my laptop so that you'll be able to hear our friend Gunther von Deutscher Nazi. And let's see whether we got a major victory or not. Just for fun, we'll attack these guys. And accomplish absolutely nothing. So what a way to win the battle. We just attack a bunch of fully suppressed guys, can't even hurt them, force them to withdraw, and... oh shit, those are the flak cannons. Oops. Never mind. I feel silly. No, those were flak cannons, so they can't take the... ah, crap. I did not mean to do that at all. Alright, forget it. This is... throw some artillery down over here, too. Yeah, alright, forget it. But, I don't think anybody else was in range to take that city. If these guys were in range... they probably were. Crap. Alright, hold on. Hold on, folks. We can still do this. We can still stumble into a ridiculous transports rolling into the final objective with no one there to defend it. Victory. With 6 turns remaining. If these guys can take the city, they will actually probably be able to defeat that unit too. Because they've got more experience in this, and they're at 80% strength instead of... oh no, they can't quite make it. Ah, shite. But at this point I was going to off-screen getting guys into better shape as far as like overstrengthening units and stuff goes. So let's just end this turn knowing full well that this is not exactly what I'm going to be using when we go to Barbarossa. But now we can see 5 turns remaining. Oh, it would have been nice to have won it with 6 turns. I'd hate to think that 6 was the cutoff and that now I won't get a major victory. But I kind of doubt that. I think we'll be fine. I'm not even going to bother to get out of the transports. I'm not even going to bother to attack that infantry unit. I'm just going to win. Hey, and it's a major victory. Having 5 turns remaining was apparently enough. Like I said, I thought you had to be... I thought, 1 or 2 turns left is a minor, and anything better than that's a major, because they don't give you a lot of turns to work with anyway. But I wasn't positive. Now, however, I know that we can get a major victory in the UK. And anarchy in the UK. Anarchy, which will, of course, be stomped out by fascists. Since the UK is now a fascist country. It's no longer the United Kingdom. It's going to be like the United, Chronolog Krautland or something. I'm just trying to think of words to start with K. I don't know which. Chronolog, probably not offensive, just kind of obscure. Krautland, offensive. Let's see what Konrad von Deutscher Nazi has to say. Well, we're not going to use this anyway. I'm going to load and try to handle the last couple turns with more of a, forward-thinking, can I pull some of these units back and overstrength them approach. So we're not going to go with the exact scenario that you just saw. We're going to change that last turn a little bit. But so we won't save, we'll just go on. It's like, go on, go on, go on, go on, go on, go on, go on. Go on! Game, are you going on? Are you fading to black slowly? Oh, it is. It's like super lag. Okay, folks, well, super lag has kicked in, but we did get a major victory, so and I'm now like flopped on my belly on the bed at this point. In case you're interested in the position in which I'm reclining, I just like conquered England while just kind of lying around. And so, as the world slowly fades to black, the Germans have taken over England, and now, we're going to win even more battles. It'll be awesome. Stay tuned for that, folks. Check it out. Good stuff. And England belongs to me. Oh man, I hope he's not affected by lag. This is a sound file they're playing, so it shouldn't be. But then again, the music gets laggy in this game, so... I was going to try to LP... I was thinking about LPing Final Fantasy X on a PS2 emulator, but the dialogue in that game sounds really goofed up when it's lagging. I'm you. I'm a beautiful young woman with a sprightly tongue. Hello, Junior. I'm Titus. Come on, game. Don't make me sit here, do stupid voices, and talk about a completely unrelated game. The folks are getting sick of this. Let's go. I think I have to officially stop until I got my new laptop with this LP. But anyway, sound appears to be good.
Congratulations on your stunning victory.
Thank you.
England has surrendered, and the war in the west is now over. Now, the war in the east will begin. While you and your army rested, we conquered Yugoslavia and Greece. You should now be ready to play a key role in Barbarossa, the assault on Russia. The invasion of Russia will be the largest military operation in history. Your army will spearhead Army Group Center's initial thrust into Russia. You must seize all of your objectives, including the main target of Smolensk, by August 6th. An earlier completion of your mission could allow us to begin the attack on Moscow before the onset of the autumn rain and the winter slows our advance. Rapid and decisive success will be the key to the entire war in the east.
No lag. It did sound a bit glitchy there, but you got the general idea. Because we defeated as I mentioned in the video where I asked for your input on whether we should get a major victory here, we may or may not have seen that, folks. Anybody faithfully watching this LP but nothing else on my channel may have missed it. I had a video where I specifically asked you guys to tell me whether you wanted a major victory in the UK or if you wanted the War in the West to continue a little longer. But yeah, as I think I explained in that video, any mission now which had British forces on it is removed from the campaign. Any scenario that would have had British troops is no longer accessible, and that includes even if you go to war in the East, before you can attack Russia, if you don't knock England out of the war, you have a mission where you're fighting in Yugoslavia. You take over Yugoslavia and Greece, fighting against the Yugoslavs, the Greeks, and the British. And then if you get a major victory there, you can do the invasion of Crete. You get to do like a paratroop landing in Crete. It's kind of fun. But because those are both battles where you're fighting British infantry in this game, now the British are out of the war, so they just kind of don't have a map that you can do where you fight the Yugoslavians and the Greeks without the British. And it would be a really easy campaign if you did. So it's like, they're just like, okay, well, congratulations, you get Yugoslavia and Greece, just kind of bonus. And we move on to attacking the Soviet Union. This is going to take forever, so let's just forget about it. Come on. I don't want to see this, so I want to skip it. How many times do I have to click the mouse? What if I start slamming red? Oh, excuse me, red buttons on my keyboards. I used to have a job where I would have to sometimes help people who were not terribly computer savvy with like just regular computer use kind of stuff, and that was a big one, folks. It's like, oh, the computer's not responding, so I'm going to hit every button on the keyboard 30 times to make sure that if it was lagging for a minute, it will now be locked up forever. Not that I haven't been in a situation where I just like started really just wanted to press buttons in the hopes that something would cancel or, clear out a thing. make the computer stop trying to do whatever operation it had tried to do that froze it. Right now I have a terrible, terrible yearning desire to start smashing buttons on my keyboard. Anyway, folks, we're at the 30-minute mark, and it's really time to end the video anyway. I was just going to let you see the Barbarossa map. The scenario itself is called Barbarossa, but it's just the first mission against the British or the Russians, the Romans. Hello, we're the Romans. No, it's the Germans' first mission against the Russians, and you're just driving against a couple of Russian cities, and it's fun and exciting. And we'll see it next time. So never mind. It's not really worth showing you the map. Well, we're not going to do anything with it yet. But in the next video, folks, we will. Well, I'm gonna off-screen get things into a better position, make sure that I've got my troops as overstrength as they can be, and make sure I'm satisfied with that. And I'll probably show you the what Conrad German guy says when you get a minor victory in England, and what he says when you completely fail in England. And then, because I can't remember whether I've shown you that or not. For some reason, I feel like you. Maybe it's just because I was playing with it and I've seen it. I'll have to go back and check. I don't think you guys will have seen the... no, you must have, because it... Oh, no, you didn't. We got a minor victory in France and went straight to Yugoslavia campaign. That's why I feel like you've seen it. Because if you get a minor victory here, it's the same as if you never attempted Sealion in the first place. You get to go to either Yugoslavia or North Africa. Okay, so next time I'll show you what happens when you get a minor victory here. I'll show you what happens when you lose. And then we'll jump into Operation Barbarossa, the largest military invasion in history, the German invasion of the Soviet Union, in which, as Eddie Izzard put it, Hitler thought he had a new plan from Napoleon. Turns out he had the same plan. We'll get into that next time, folks. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you then. Bye-bye.